Deck Night on the Rocks. We got a big boy showdown for you tonight. Russell's Reserve 15 versus Jack Daniel's 14. Which one of these gods of whiskey is going to be better? Stick around and find out which one of these two is better to us. Welcome back to Deck Night on the Rock. Thank you for joining us on this spring afternoon. Finally warm. It's been cold. It's been hot. It's been nice. It's nice again.
We got a little bit of a wind that chills it up, but other than that.
Yeah, so excuse the wind and the air conditioner running. The drawbacks of doing this on the deck, being Deck Night on the Rocks, is it's noisy out here. Sometimes you got screaming kids. Sometimes you got drunk neighbors. Sometimes you got air conditioners and birds and dogs and all that shit. It makes us better, just different and enjoyable and fun.
That makes us different and better.
I mean, why not? What else is there? We could be sitting in our basement with our big ass bar with all the shit that nobody can get behind us.
Oh, we definitely don't have that.
We could have all this cool lighting and sound equipment and editing skills and teams of editors that do shit for us.
Nope.
Or we could just be us and do what we do and have a good time doing it.
I guess we just better keep drinking. All right,
Anyway.
So what do we got going on?
So before we talk about what we got going on, we'd love for everybody who has not already done all this to do it now.
Now, right now. Don't wait while we're talking and it's like repetitive. Take that finger, maybe this finger, go push the buttons. What are we pushing?
We're pushing like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell. Why do we want to hit the bell? Why is hitting the bell so important? Especially on this channel.
Especially this channel is because we don't know what we're doing. So when we go live or something goes on with us, you got to have notifications. And that bell is what turns that on. So it will come up on your screen and says, up, Homer and Amy are doing something. You got to have that bell on.
Yeah, because if you want to get an opportunity to win some of the cool bottles we give away, which last time we did a giveaway, we gave away a Weller 12, Elmer T. Lee. We always try to do some Colonel Taylors. Some of those tater bottles that some people really love are hard to get. We give those away. And we always give away bottles. Not saying we don't give away samples. Sometimes we like to give away. We got 4 baby blends we got to give away.
Oh, that's right.
And I don't know if it's going to be the next live or the previous live or whatever live. Just if you come around, check it out. You might get a baby blend. You never know what you're going to get.
You'll never know if we're on live what's going to happen. So make sure you turn on those notifications. We aren't like, we have kids, we have lives, just like you guys do. We don't know what it's going to do. So when it's convenient and we can plan it out a little bit, we'll let you know and get that bell turned on.
Yep. All right.
So let's go. We have some big dogs in the house.
Some of the biggest of the big dogs. If
15.
These were actual dogs, these would be Great Danes and Mastiffs.
I'm glad we don't have those.
Not anymore.
And then we have the Jack Daniel's 14, which just came out. Okay, so we're comparing this.
Yeah, we're gonna do a blind. Well, you're gonna do a blind. I know what they are because they both can't be blind.
I guess you do.
So they are blind for her. I know what they are. I'm still gonna give my opinions after she tries to guess which one's which. Now, when I say this is kind of, she's at a disadvantage today.
Always.
Because not always. Because usually when she does a blind, she has a standout that she knows well. Well, she doesn't know the Jack Daniel's 14 very well because we just got this last week and she's never really had it. And she's not a huge Jack Daniel's fan, unlike myself.
Unless it's a Quail.
Who is a Jack Daniel's fan because I'm a Tennessee Squire. I was not a Jack Daniel's fan until about a year and a half ago when I started tasting these special bottles. Because Old Number 7, unfortunately, is not the best whiskey there is. It has a purpose. It belongs in Coke, and it is an amazing way to drink. A mixed drink is Jack and Coke. That's why it's a thing. But there are special releases, everything with an age statement and everything that is a special release. If it comes in a small, short, squat bottle, it's fucking amazing. Their Distiller's Select series, the Distiller series, I forget what it's called. Those little flask bottles, those are all pretty damn good.
Jack Daniel's Rye is really good too.
Yeah, the single barrel broker fry is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Amy hasn't had she's not a big fan of the Jack Daniels like I am. The Russells also, Amy is not a huge fan of. She doesn't like a lot of the Russells as much as she likes the Wild Turkey and the Rare Breed. So, but she does enjoy the 15, and we have tried both of these, and she did like both of them, but she hasn't tried them a lot.
No.
To know that I can just taste it and know what it is.
I have no clue.
And she's also not a big follower of either one of these two brands as far as Russell's and Jack Daniel's. So she she doesn't 100% pick up their own notes like she does with Wild Turkey, which even though Russell's
I don't think I'm a follower of anything.
Wild turkey, rare breed, Chattanooga.
Yeah, but I don't go. Or I thought you were following.
No,
like,
I'm talking
media.
about like you drink it enough to immediately grab it and be like, I know what that is.
Okay.
And neither one of these are going to do that. You might do the Russells because this is the same mash bill as Wild Turkey. So it's done at Wild Turkey. It's all the same as all the other Wild Turkeys. So this one, if there's going to be one or two that stands out to you, it'll be this one. But they're both rich. They're both dark. They both have a lot of complexity. They both have heat. They both have a lot of the old oaked aged things that you enjoy. So they might be hard to tell.
I don't know. I already think that I might be able to tell on this one because I do think Jack Daniel's and Russell's Reserve has its own profile. So we'll see.
All right. Well, we're 8 minutes into this. We haven't even nosed these bitches yet.
It's you. All right. So let's get on to this. And you already know which one is which, and you've swapped them.
Oh, I know which one's which.
All right. Sometimes it doesn't, guys.
Oh, I've fixed that problem.
On smell, I already think I know. They are pretty distinct, or I'm just that good.
No, they definitely stand out.
They do, don't they?
Yeah. If I didn't know, I'd know.
Can I tell you what I think? Because I could be wrong.
I would know because I know both of these brands pretty damn well. So I think even if I did these blind, it would be easy for me to pick these two out. I'll just on a know.
It's almost like Buffalo Trace. You can definitely, any Buffalo product, God, you can smell them a mile away and you know which ones they are. All right, so let me tell you my noses. This one is a little bit more calmer on the senses. Baking spices. You know, when somebody asks you exactly what to do, does anybody just fail? If the camera wasn't on, I'd be like, this.
No, it definitely puts pressure on you to perform.
There's always this smell that I can't put my exact finger on. Always like a someone said cardboard to me, a sweet cardboard, and I think I'm picking that up.
I think we said that this morning at the tasting. I did my bottle sharing, but this bottle wasn't there.
No, but it is something. Let me smell that one.
Ooh, yeah, that one's so good. So
see, this one doesn't smell as good as that one. This one's weaker and has more of a, I mean, we're just going on nose, but this one's weaker and has more of an air in it. This one is more complex, has more of your baking spices and your fruits and some sweet cardboard. All right, I got to taste.
All right, taste.
You know, noses do not do it justice. It's always something completely different when I nose it. I don't know if I've had one that I nosed it and I was like, oh yeah, that tastes exactly like it tastes. Have you?
No.
It's really
I don't want
weird.
to say no, but I get what you're saying. That the nose does not, you don't get the same flavors in your mouth as you get in your nose when you drink it. Yeah.
I mean, it helps you. The noses help you,
I think you get
on your palate and makes a little distinction in your brain. And I'm all about, it's all mental.
I think you get a better understanding of what you taste, what you have, and what your experience is when you nose it, taste it, and then nose it again.
Which you would think that instead of nosing both of them, you need to just nose and taste the same one
and then
before you go on.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
But what do we know? I'm sure some expert will tell us that we're stupid. And you know what I think about that? Don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
Okay. So like guys,
Shit.
I don't know, but you're taking forever. It's a 12-minute video already. You know, it's so hard to keep these under 10 minutes. Whenever we first started, it was so hard to get to 10 minutes.
Whoa. That's got a lot of, woo.
Want to zing?
That's a zinger. So, I know what Russell's Reserve does for me, and it's not a zinger to me. It has that smooth palate with some dessert finishes to me. They're great. So I'm gonna stick with this. Has more of a peppery zing to me. A lot of complex. It's even on my lips. This one does not. It is smooth. It just goes from finish to touch or finish to end, just smoothness with that butter. I'm gonna stick with exactly what you got here. That is Russell's and that is Jack Daniel's. Oh, and it has the Jack Daniel's cup.
Which one is better?
Oh, you guys all know me. I'm always about that zing. I need that zing to finish me.
Do you have a definition for zing?
Yeah, it's like a complex, furry heat with, it's more than a butter and smoothness. It needs complexity to me. It needs to touch everything in my mouth and wanting for more. Like if you get a chocolate piece of cake and you have that one bite, and if it's rich and stuff, you get another bite, but you're done. On other hand,
that compares because I don't know every time I have one of these I'm only done because I tell myself I've had enough. Not that I don't want more.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't have that thing in my body
What do you mean?
where I say, "Oh, I'm done." If it gets me and it has like that complexity, that rev,
You gotta pump it into submission.
I gotta keep going. I don't care how drunk I
That
am.
look like you want to
Yeah,
hump the shit out of it.
no shit. I'm not joking. If it has that, I'm gonna keep going. If it's not and it's smooth, I know when to finish.
All right, so which one's better?
I'm gonna have to go with this. I think it's that, and I think it's that.
So
I
you said
think
this one
I like this
smelled
one.
weak.
I did.
It's 126 proof, 126.3,
Yeah.
and this one is 117.2.
Well, I think this one, which I think is Russell's, it smells a little bit hotter.
So
This one smells a little hotter, but
you
has
are
that thing.
100% correct. So, and I did exactly what she mentioned. I put the Jack Daniels
Look at those legs.
in the Jack Daniels blend.
Good thing because you and I met, but I didn't notice it was Jack Daniel's cup until after.
Well, I did that in the last one too. I had a while.
Oh, you did?
Well, I just put one in a
So
cup
you
that I
would
knew that would relate to something.
Well, next time you do a blind, I'll make sure to look at the cups then. Or I don't need it because I was right.
She was right. So the Jack Daniels is better than the Russell's Reserve.
Yeah.
So this retail.
It's not better. It's a smooth dessert
it'd be better.
with a
There's
sex appeal.
One's got to be better than the other. It has to.
Sex appeal dessert.
To me, right now, this is better than that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that's not great. This is just great.
I like sex more than dessert, so.
So, she eats
Did I throw you off?
She eats way more dessert than she gets sex. I promise you that. I like this one better than this one, but they're both freaking amazing. They're
Yeah,
amazing
no,
pours.
they are
You can't
great.
go wrong. Now, what's a good thing is when you talk about it, if we're talking retail, this is $169. This is almost $300. Retail.
Seriously?
Yes. Wild Turkey.
Can you find either one of them availability?
Hell no. Wild Turkey prices their prices at a reasonable secondary price because I agree with them. There's going to be a secondary market. They might as well get something out of it.
Yeah.
Because Jack Daniels and Buffalo Trace Buffalo Trace charges nothing for their bottles. Like Wild Pappy 23 is $300 and it's a $3,000 secondary bottle. The only
I don't
people
understand how
Wild
that goes.
Turkey does a kind of a half a secondary price for their retail, which I totally respect. But if you're talking retail price, this one is going to cost more than this one. This one's a higher proof. It's a lower age, but it's only 1 year. And this is a winner in every aspect of Homer's 4 criteria for great bourbon. Price, decent. Proof, great. Flavor, amazing. And availability, 0. But so's the availability on this one.
Yeah, you can't find. I mean, I think you can go to distillery and maybe
No,
find
you
it.
ain't getting either one of those.
You can find it at the
Nope.
bar for like $30 a shot.
$50 a shot.
$50 a shot.
17-minute video. I like the JD 14 better than the 15. Russell's Reserve, but the Russell's Reserve is great too. So don't act like I'm saying it's bad. Agreed?
Oh, agree. These
All right.
are both good in different aspects.
Yeah, and that's a lot for me because I love Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey and now Jack Daniels are probably my 2 top tiers, best distilleries, the availability, all the fun, all the
Have you had New
experiences.
Riff?
Yeah, we have never been there though.
I want to go to New Riff.
So yeah, great stuff, guys. If you can't, and I hate to say this because the only reason we got that is because, as we always mention, we got this from Dave House Bourbon. You know, I would never
Who
got it.
agrees? Maybe we need to treat Dave for some dinner.
I would never have gotten this bottle if it wasn't for Dave. And I got this one because of my relationships at North Shore. Guys, these are impossible bottles. They're hard to get. They're freaking unicorns. And I'm not telling you that, oh, you got to do this. We're not going to be that bourbon channel that does nothing but unicorn talk and shit. It's just a good comparison. This one just come out and I think it's a good comparison. And I actually feel bad to kind of feel like I'm just tossing it in your face if we got it. But I tell you what, I don't expect to get them again. I just got lucky. We were fortunate.
We're pretty average people.
I'm not going to buy secondary shit.
We
I'm not
aren't.
gonna do it. I'll pay a little secondary. Like I said, this is $169. I paid $200 for that. This is $300. I paid $320, $350 for that. But I'm not. I probably wouldn't because actually $300 is kind of my bourbon barrel bottle limit. I'd go over, but I actually wouldn't go that much. Probably $320. That's it. I'm not going to do it. So there's no whiskey made that's $300 good.
There might be.
All right. Anything else?
You better close this down because I need more and it's
Well, we're at 20 minutes. We got to finish this thing.
Okay.
Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell. Check out the description for blind barrels for an awesome craft distillery blind tasting experience. You get a discount using our discount code in the description. And I will link these 2 bottles if Fruit Bat has them available, where you can get them through Fruit Bat with our discount. But I doubt they have them. And if they do, they're probably not a good price. But you can still get a 10% discount from them if they have it.
But
All
if
right.
you have had it, comment below. Let us know what you think between the 2. Let us know if it's dessert or sex. All right.
I'll tell you what it's going to be in this house. Dessert. All right.
Keep sipping.
What she said.